Welcome to the press conference. Welcome in the Southern champion, well, new Southern champion now.
Boo! You're a cheater.
Wow, there's a crowd here. That's wonderful.
You're a cheater.
First of all, welcome. I want to ask you first off, how do you feel?
I feel like a truck hit me, not only from me versus Slade, but that damn Jamboree match. Oh my gosh, look, I give, this is the only nice thing I'll ever say about E.T. He did it well this year.
Well, I think you did something, only one other person's done it. Actually, I think the first time we've had a Southern champion actually win the title before the Jamboree and come into it, from another competitor, that is. You have almost completed what is essentially the Grand Slam.
I have. If we think about it, I am the first Triple Crown of the original titles. I mean, I haven't held the Heritage, but I'm close. I'm getting very close there, and I love that I'm finally bringing this home. This was originally what I wanted to bring, but I mean, it took forever.
You lasted a long time in the Jamboree. You came in number 5. You lasted till the very end.
Oh yeah, Final Fours. It's.
Can you describe let me interrupt, but can you describe what was it like? Because your first Jamboree performance, some might say you would have underperformed. I think this year some would say you overperformed.
Oh yeah, definitely. First Jamboree was my debut, and I missed the second one. This one I have taken in training after training after I was somewhat cleared from my concussion protocol. I just went right into training, trying to be better than I was from the last time y'all saw me. But I mean, you only do so much.
Now, in a way, and we've seen this type of road before. A world champion loses the world championship, takes some time to find himself, and will win another championship. That was a way of, I guess, maybe a sort of redemption of some sort. But you, truly, I think you may have proved to the audience over these past 2 nights that you're not like the other ones.
Oh no. I'm here to somewhat say, even though I'm dealing with douchebag of a commissioner, I'm here. This is my home. I've went from literally not knowing how to wrestle to now being here as your Southern Heavyweight Champion. Before we get into another question, I do want to bring someone in here. Let me bring her in real quick. This for everyone knows is Onyx. Onyx is my wife. I do, even though E.T. puts you in that match and you shouldn't have belonged in there initially, I do want to say you did make history. You did. She did a phenomenal job. I wish you weren't put in that situation though. I don't know why E.T. put you in that match. Was that just out of the blue, like, hey, you're going, or was that just? Yeah.
It was all good.
Well, I know you're kind of resting up. Let me get back into this.
I do have. This is kind of the elephant in the room. I had somebody break into our studio with a pole dance. That was pretty cool. The elephant in the room basically is, what happened? Why did you slap the commissioner? Why is he all of a sudden your biggest, why is that?
Well, it didn't start just at Jamboree. It was initially at FD2. A lot of shit happened. I just don't like how he's booked us. I didn't like him as commissioner. How I don't like him normally, but it's just he's been on my bad side. And me slapping him was basically, I mean, he put my wife in a match. He put my wife in the Jamboree where she could have gotten hurt. I don't really know what could really, like... So yeah, I did slap him. I spit in the face of the owner here, the commissioner, because I do not like the rules that he had. But I mean, it's...
Oh shit!
Oh,
You fucked up.
gentlemen, settle down. This is a press conference. This ain't the wrestling ring.
I hear you like to talk some smack about me. And, yeah, I understand why you do it. You want to make a statement here, and you want to make a joke out of me and all this.
I don't have to. You already made yourself a
No,
joke.
I'm not a joke. I'll go ahead and guarantee you that. I am not a joke by any means. I respect what you have done. I respect you for the champion that you are, but I do not respect the individual that you are or the group that you're in. But I will tell you this. At FD3, me and you are going to make history. And you have the opportunity to take away the one thing that has meant the world to me. And that is my career here in UWA.
You sure you want to do that?
Yes, I am sure.
You want to put your career here? Hell, if you're going to do that, I'll put this on the line.
Oh.
Because there's not a chance in hell of you beating me.
Okay.
There's none.
You believe that?
You better
You
keep
should
on
hope that
training, boss man, because that day
You
comes.
might want to separate.
Trust and believe me, I'm beating you, and your career here is done.
Okay. We'll see about that, buddy. We'll see about that.
See you later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Supposed to be ready. And our next, well, I think this is something many people didn't think they ever see. Come on in now. We have, and no, I'm not deceiving you. Aaron Blaze, you are the one that was behind those sirens. You were the ones that was making that ruckus, and now you're here. And I have only one question to start off with. How do you feel after not only the performance on night one, but after this night, after going well over an entire hour in the Tennessee Jamboree match? You came up short, but I think you made a statement over these past couple of nights. How do you feel?
Well, I could give you an honest answer that I'm super tired. I'm super exhausted. I'm just beaten up, battered, not bloodied. Kind of wish I was for what this championship represents, but I'm feeling good. The last time I was even here was around the summertime of 2022. Lord knows how that ended up turning out for me, and a lot has changed since then. My own company has changed since then. My moveset, appearance, and my drive for everything that this industry, pun not intended, is about. And honestly, it's just a feel-good moment to just... It was a feel-good moment to come out for not only the Jamboree, but to do something I believe I should have done the first time around, and that's pick up my first championship, the UWA Heritage Championship. And there's a lot of history that goes into that. There's a lot of history that goes into my absence. But I met it 2 years ago when I said that I was home. 2 years later, for everything that's changed, old habits die hard, and the headline is home.
I wanted to ask you about your performances these past 2 days. You went through two really grueling contests. I think everybody that competed on night one and night two these past couple of days, everybody has felt the effects of those matches. Everybody's felt the effects of everything that's happened. And I just want to ask you, you have done something that I think it's hard to replicate. And you might have a lot of people gunning for you. We saw new faces in the Jamboree. We saw new champions. We saw everything shift in maybe one or two nights, and you fit into that. What I want to know is, where exactly do you go from here?
You know, the funny thing about chasing something, regardless of what it is in life, is that you don't ever think you're really gonna get there, but as soon as you get there, you're like, holy shit, what else is there left to do? I finally accomplished this goal. I finally did what I said I was going to do, and you'd think that there would be nothing left to follow, but there is. There always is, and it doesn't matter who is in that spot, and I truly believe that Pogo's crazy ass, Sullivan's annoying personality, and CJ all can relate that it's not easy staying at the top, you know, and when you accomplish that, I think it's more of a challenge to stay there. Whether that means multi-man matches, whether it means other returns, whether it means even briefcases or whatever the case may be, like there's a lot that can be stacked against you depending, and it's nothing I'm not used to, so I'm prepared for the challenges that come my way. I just don't know specifically what's next other than defending a championship that needed this.
It's definitely no secret that, you know, your attitude, highly questionable sometimes. You've often been labeled, but I think that the one thing people cannot take away from you is, I think, the drive you have to complete things, the drive that you have. And we saw other people with that same drive. We saw CJ, like you mentioned, we saw Sullivan, we saw Pogo, we saw these guys. You joined now with them in the Champions Hall, officially for the first time. And many great men have held these championships. You stack with them, and you were a big signing by the commissioner.
I was.
You were touted. I'm guessing you were the one behind those sirens.
Yeah.
And we made us wait months. The meaning of this is saying, no matter what you do next, I think the world will be watching.
And that's what I'm praying for.
That's good. That's good. I think you need to rest. I think you need to. Everybody's tired.
Oh, that's an understatement of the century.
Any final? We didn't need to do that earlier because there was some interruption, of course.
Yeah. Regardless of who knew it was coming, regardless of if they're happy, regardless if they're angry, regardless of if they were people I've once worked with, regardless of if I've never met them before, I don't care what people from my past have to say. I don't care what people I'm currently currently think, and I sure as hell don't care for a laughing stock of a federation to think whatever they want to think. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trailblazing for them. I will say I am back for the next generation of this company. I'm back to leave no more stones unturned, because now I write my own laws. And nothing, and I repeat, nothing is stopping me from writing my own stories and completing them. And I don't need to hide behind any excellence, because I am fucking excellent.
Well, that's pretty busted. Thank you for doing that.
See you guys at Underground League.
Welcome, the world champion, UWA, CJ.
Yeah.
What a roller coaster. What a roller coaster it's been these past couple days for you. You not only went through what was one of the best world title matches, probably of your entire reign, of this reign, but you witnessed a lot of things happen within not only your own camp, but UWA's entire, landscape. Because some have called you the standard bearer of this, what are your thoughts on how everything is shaping up over these past couple of days?
Now, do you want me to be honest or do you want to lie?
I would like an honest answer.
Okay, I don't care.
Respectable. I see me focus on you.
Flip me off again, bitch. You suck it. All right, go on.
I guess something that's really interesting to ask is, of course, everyone saw the match you had with Brett Anderson, and they saw the fight displayed, everything, but it was what happened after that I think is very interesting, because we saw what happened after the Tennessee Jamboree, but what happened after your match? We saw a very familiar face come back to, I guess, make a statement.
Yeah, I don't understand why he did it. Don't know what it caused him to do that. But
referring to redneck name.
Yeah, that piece of shit. Yeah. In due time, I'll get him back. He's like, yeah, I was just too tired and all that shit. But yeah, he'll get his own medicine one day. If he has the balls to come back, of course. Or he's going to go home and hide for another year and a half. Like he did beforehand. And retired because of his back hurting. So.
Harsh words. You made a bold prediction about a month ago. In the last press conference that we did, you said Sammy Slade was going to win the Tennessee Jamboree. And you're technically right. A little bit of a monkey wrench was thrown into it. Dalton Skull came back, as we have all seen, and I would say shocked the world. And he came back, and for the first time, there was a co-winner. 2 winners. And you made a decree on the spot that you take them both. So at FD3, for the first time ever, as the commissioner has said, 3-way dance, triple threat, whatever you want to call it, 3 people, 1 match, 1 championship, 1 person must win. Your prediction came true, but not in the way that you thought. What do you think about that?
I mean, I wasn't expecting Dalton to come back. I really wasn't. Good to see him, and then out of nowhere, here comes Jared Black, who I thought died, because I didn't hear anything back from him in a long time. No, it was good to see Dalton again, but I was not expecting co-winners.
No, I don't think anybody did.
But it don't matter, really, because I'll retain this either way, whether if it's against Blaze coming back or not. I mean, I beat him once, so go get bent. Whether it's Sullivan again, I mean, you're my bitch anyway, so there's that. Yeah, it should be interesting. Slay needs to back off a little bit. He really needs to. Got in my face, and there's one thing you don't do. You don't get in my face.
Would you say there is dissension in the Midwest Mafia?
No.
Are you sure?
I mean, emotions were high, but I wouldn't say there's no dissension, per se.
Well, I mean, Jared was eliminated.
That affected
I
me
believe
how?
by Sammy Slade.
Well, I mean, Jared kind of did hit him first, so I think Slade had every right to do that. And like I said, I thought Jared was dead.
Of course, you all tried to support Slade during that Southern title match, and of course, we saw what happened.
Yeah.
I'm supposing there were maybe some high tensions from that. But the question I want to ask you, because I can tell you're tired. I can tell that you want to.
Yeah, I think after that stunner, I lost a few brain cells, so.
Catch a shower, do whatever you need to do.
Get pussy, yep, you're right, go on.
Love the honesty, but. You made a bold prediction last time. What's your bold prediction now? Where do you go from here?
It's not where do I go, it's called where do I stay. And that's on top.
Well, I think I speak for everybody. You did a hell of a job. Your future's looking interesting, gotta say. Who would have thought that, you know, after already holding it for nearly a year, this championship has taken just a steep turn. Not only your brothers are going to fight you, but Redneck Mayhem sniffing around, really trying to get himself involved in this. A lot of hungry challenges.
Well, Redneck Mayhem and I'll take his hillbilly ass back to his little fucking cabin out in the woods and fuck off.
Harsh.
He needs to realize that he can't go anymore, but he won't hang up the boots. Well, I mean, he did. Then he came back, unfortunately.
Well, I guess that's all we have. Go, do what you gotta do. I think you got some people to talk to.
Yeah, and I also got pussy to go get, so I'm gonna go do that.